Today is the final day. It is the final race of my MotoGP 24 career mode. In just a few days' time, MotoGP 25 will grace our screens and we can start our brand new career mode. Big thanks to everyone who supported me and watched the career mode so far, but it is only just the beginning to start something even more special in the next game. Let's make sure the Red Bull Ring of Spielberg is one to remember, so we can send out MotoGP 24 with a bang. Let's do it. So back in the Red Bull Ring of Austria from the last place on the grid, let's see what we can do. Back on the Yamaha, back on MotoGP for the first time in quite a few days, or week maybe now. Let's see what we can do. Trying to be careful going into the Niki Lauda curve, which we've been able to do so far. Really blasting through the rest of the pack now and hard onto the brakes, coming around the outside. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm desperate not to try and make too much contact, but we are through and up to the top 5 in what? 3 corners? Top 4 now? Marvellous. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. The way we hit that apex there set us up wonderfully to dive on through on an Air Bastianini, but you better believe Bastianini will not let us get away easily. Is he going to respond? I don't think he can. Marco Bezzecchi up to the top 2. And that's the craziest thing about me skipping qualifying in MotoGP 24 now, is that the qualifying sessions are just bizarre, or the results from the qualifying are bizarre. Bezzecchi up to second on board the Repsol Honda, Aleix Espargaro and the Factor Ducati, yeah, that makes sense. But Marquez hasn't done much so far this season in my virtual career mode. So what can he do from here in the first place, the Red Bull Ring of Austria? Now, it seems likely in real life that Marquez will probably win in Austria, especially with the best bike now, but can he do it in-game? Granted, this is just the MotoGP sprint, but we'll see what happens as we build and build upon these laps. Excellent start for us anyway. I was a little bit concerned actually going into this one, because it is a very difficult track to really make overtakes in the first couple of corners, and that's where you need to make your overtakes, otherwise you're not going to catch up to the rest of these guys. I really thought about an overtake there, but it didn't quite work. I actually was just trying to hit the apex in the next part, but Aleix Espargaro, he's under pressure here. A little bit of a nudge there on Aleix, picking up the Factor Ducatis. He's really trying not to let me go there, but I'll tell you who is going away is Marquez. 1.3 seconds it is now to the number 93. And here's my old teammate. From one Japanese bike to another. I'm sorry, Bez, but I'm stealing that second place in a moment. I do hope he finishes on the podium, though. It's good to see Bezzecchi back on the podium. Did he get a podium last season? In my game? I don't think he did. Ooh, I hate touching the apex in this game. Touch the curb and the bike just sits up straight away. Lace's got the inside line. I'm going to be trying to be brave here and go around the outside. Look at that. That is bravery. Brilliant. God, it does feel good to be back on MotoGP. I've got this immediate sense of understanding and comfort again. Onto the brakes. Really gently pull it in now. Oh, Bez is wide. He might be vulnerable going into 2A. Let's see what we can do. Into 2A. Oh, he was actually slower than I thought, or maybe I was a little bit too hot there. 1.6 seconds is the gap to Marquez. I've got to be careful here. Don't want to get too engrossed with trying to make this clean overtake on Bezzecchi. There's Aleix Espargaro again on the right-hand side of your old ultra-wide. And then Bez is struggling with the Honda. I've been there before, mate. Don't worry about it. I was there last season. The Honda just wheelies all the time. Sorry, Bez, but I'm coming through. He basically gave us that position back just because of the wheelies he was having. Ooh, snapped the bike there. Yeah, Bez has regained second place, but I'm trying to brave it around the outside of the Honda. Looking like Martin and Quartararo and Bud at that 2023. Trying to go around the outside, but there's not really an overtake there. Right, now it's a time to attack. through. Does Bez try and go through into the Red Bull Mobile corner? Surely not. He does not. Right then. 2.5 second difference to Marquez ahead of us. We might have left it too late here. Nice. Really good, strong acceleration there without wheeling. Hit the brakes at the Xinghua sign. Take liberties with those curbs. Back onto the ride height device. Touch the curb again. That's already half a tenth of a second. Half a second we've taken away from Mark. Gotta be careful now though. We don't want to start pushing too much. We have to sit up and get comfortable. We've already pulled a second on Alicia Spargo, which is a shame actually, because I don't think Bez is in that fight anymore. We are looking top 8. Ducati, Yamaha, Ducati, Honda, Aprilia, Ducati, Aprilia, Ducati in that top 8. Crazy. There really isn't any chance for anyone else to win this championship, is there? We're 100 plus points clear. Martin is in 8. I don't think it even matters we finish this championship before MotoGP 25 graces our Steam libraries. I think it's a done deal already. Marquez has got his first track limit warning. I almost did the same, as a matter of fact. Oh, we are charging. We found 0.8 of a second on this lap. Look at the difference it makes when you're not messing around with other riders. Brilliantly done on the Yamaha. Across the line. Fastest man on track at 27.9. The only rider into the 27 so far. Marvellous. From the 29s to the 27s. 1.4 seconds clear of that previous lap. Strong line there going into the curbs. The gap is with under a second. Oh, I'm getting tense here. Can we send it on the great one? Taking liberties on that curve as well, actually, turn 3. Of course, in the game, it's not actually calculated correctly. This will say turn 5, but it's actually turn 4 since the 2A, 2B chicane. What I can guarantee is we are leaving the Schlossgold with 1/10 of a second in our back pocket, or near enough to. 1.1. I've got to say, this is not getting easier. I felt that the second we did that lap, we'd be right there on him, but I'm going to have to do another similar 127 high to have a chance of catching up to Marquez. This might not be a done deal. The smile was lighting up on my face a moment ago, but now it's being rescinded. 1.2 is the gap. If there's anywhere we can claw back time, it is the first sector. Across the line, we have improved again. 127.8. Alicia Spargo at 127.856. Where's that come from? I'm absolutely pushing through here, and yet Alicia Spargo takes the fastest lap. Did not see that coming. Now onto the right-hand side for 2, back on the left-hand side for 3. We'll continue to charge and try and send a move on Marquez going into turn 3. We go really late on the brake. This is the Ramus corner. We've found more time, guys and girls. Half a second advantage. This is going to be a great lap time as well. I guess that's why Alicia Spargo was able to contend with our lap times. We go for that wide line into the Schlossgold. Back onto the power. Try not to spin up the rear too much. And then under the craftier side, do we have a lunge? I am not confident enough to go for a lunge into the Rausch corner. Continue. Or maybe here? This is a classic overtaking spot for Marquez. Would be nice to get Mark in his own corner. Back on the right side. Whoa, we caught so much speed there with the Yamaha. And now onto the brakes. Oh, it's an aggressive lunge. I don't think Mark's going to approve of that. Tell you what, I'll let Mark through, I think. Let me just finish this lap at least. We're on a good lap here. We are on a great lap. 127.074. That's marvellous. Oh, I've run it deep. Looks like Mark will be taking it back anyway. Has he got the line? Yes, he's through. Not a problem, I'll just take it back into 2A and 2B. Oh no, I've just cut the corner. Okay, it's getting a little bit messy now. Where is Mark? I'd like for him to take the lead again. I will play the hunter rather than the hunted. There goes Mark, backing through, back in front. That GP23 is bouncing up and down, isn't it? Wheeling all the way down the short straight from turn 3 to 4. Here we go though, moment incoming. I kind of need to get the hurry up here, because if we don't get the lead, it's going to come down to a final overtake, and I'm not sure I can get it done. Oh, Elish! No! No, he can't ruin it now for us. We're actually in the worst spot here. It's going to have to be the final corner unless we can have it done in the penultimate lap. Can we do it in the penultimate corner? I'm not close enough. I'm not close enough. It's going to be the lunge. We're going to go all out for the victory. Dobby style. We've got him. We've absolutely sent it. Victory again. Oh, we've rubbed Marquez's nose in it again. Can you believe it? Oh, he actually dropped a third. Alicia Spargo pinched second. Well, that's one for the archives, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in the DrAce archives. So then, can we do it again? It was beautiful in the sprint, but will it be just as beautiful in the race from last place on the grid? Let's find out now. As we try... Well, Alex Marquez, he is a far cry from his real-life performance right now in that Gresini Ducati. Falling behind a little bit already. Look how sluggish they are. Oh, wow. Fabio Quartararo up to the top 5. Teammate doing some business. Alicia Spargo. Oh, I really want to get that move done. But so far, not so good. Now, our objective today is, of course, to beat Jorge Martin. But as I mentioned in the sprint, he was down in 8th place. So probably won't see too much of the Martinator in this one. So a bit like real life at the moment, unfortunately, for Martin. Hope he does recover soon and get back to action. Now, Alicia Spargo is right there on the cusp of catching up to Marquez. So we've had a great start already then. I mean, even better than what we did in the sprint. Will it be the same sort of finish? Or are we going to absolutely dominate this one after a few laps? You better believe I'm going to try and win this one. If we are coming to the final few races of MotoGP 24, then I want to make sure that we win every single one if we can. We will win the championship. I think even if I simulated it, I know that's not an option, but I could probably retire after every race and just claim the championship that way. I'm only 100 points clear though, so maybe not. 100-ish, 120, I can't remember now. I didn't actually pay attention. It's mentioned in the intro, but that intro is actually done afterwards, if you didn't know that already. I just jump on, just to get on with the gameplay, get on with the racing, and then I'll head back and have a look at the intro afterwards, and that way I can craft something together. This time I'm going to get through an Alicia Spargo. Not quite. Around the outside, perhaps. I think I might have to give it to give it to him. Fair play to Alicia Spargo. He's got the inside line. Marquez now has a few bike lengths gap, but that's really nothing to be concerned about this early into the Red Bull Grand Prix, Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, should I say. So into the Schloss Gold. Yamaha hooks up so beautifully through turn 5 and 6. Here's the big weakness for me, I would say. I'm just not that fast into Roche. But I can recover. Go into turn 8. Keep it in lovely and tight. Didn't even heed my own advice. But this is one of my favourite corners. Is that change direction into turn 9 is always beautiful. Quick mention to Quartararo. He still actually is in the top 5. So teammate of mine doing well. We power on and lunge into the Red Bull Mobile corner. Of course, we added to the DrAce archive in the previous lap, previous race sprint. Oh God, can't speak. In the previous sprint in the last lap. We now continue to close in on the Ducati duo. GP23 leads the GP24 in the hands of Alicia Spargo. Not close enough this time, but I can close in quite rapidly. Late on the brakes there, trying to close in on the number 41. A slight wheelie. It's quite normal for that corner. It is a very difficult track to manage the wheelie. I'd say the Yamaha and the factory Ducati are probably the best bikes to deal with the wheelie problems. But it wasn't as bad as Marco Bezzecchi's difficulties on board the Repsol Honda. I do wonder what bike we'll be using in MotoGP 25. I would probably not use the Honda or the Yamaha again. Unless... Twice I have picked a Yamaha and not finished a career mode season. Maybe we don't discount the Yamaha yet. I would really like a Ducati. Apart from MotoGP 23 when we got the factory Ducati, I think maybe one of the lesser teams, so maybe Gresini or the VR46 one, maybe the satellite Ducati might offer a decent challenge. We'll soon see, but I think really we should be looking at the KTM. I think the KTM is going to be the bike to choose in career mode next year, just to make things interesting. Because there's only one snag I have with these MotoGP games. It's just that even at maximum difficulty, it's just never difficult enough. Beautiful move there in Aleix. Absolutely wonderful. So we did do it. Took me a few laps. And I actually did it whilst I was in mid-conversation. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. Let your inner consciousness take over and do the business. Marquez 0.4 of a second advantage. Yeah, I think we're good in this one. I really love this track. It's got better with the Red Bull Ring chicane as well. I know a lot of players will disagree, but I do really like that chicane. Adds a new element and layer to the competition. But now I think about it, it also makes it easier. Because the AI do tend to struggle in that chicane. They were rapid in 23. I'm gonna try it again. I did try it a few days ago on Valentino Rossi the Game, I think it was, with Andrea Iannone. Did that for a knee down video. And you know what? It was fun to travel at ridiculous speeds and hit the brakes. Because we did that with the Aces. It's effectively the Red Bull Ring, but without that chicane. And it was a lot of fun. Of course, we all had long lap penalties by the end of it. But we all didn't take them, and it was really fun. I almost got into the mood there. I almost got into the mode there. I was almost going to basically just do what I was explaining. I could do it, but I think it would make a mockery of this race. Marquez still in the lead. He's had an excellent race here. In fact, the whole weekend of this virtual Grand Prix, he's done so well. And it seems to be better when I skip the qualifying. He's more competitive. Sun is coming out now as well, so will that play a factor for the future of these races? Beautifully done into Roche. I think it's coming. I want to try and get him into the worst corner, but I don't think I can. Not yet. Watch this change of direction, though. No, a bit wide, actually. Actually, a little bit too... Excuse me. Excuse me. A little bit too strong on the right trigger there. Apologies. A little bit of Aussie Lemonade Monster or something, I think, was caught in my throat. Apologies. That's the gripes of recording live. Can't exactly hide that. Well, I guess I could edit it out, but I'll probably forget by the time I come to the editing. And now at the Niki Lauda curve then, I think I might go around the outside of Marquez here. Same again. Oh, it's not happening. That hasn't worked. Malaysia Spargo is slowly coming back into this. All it'll take is just a bit of battling for him to come back. Onto the power. Get that slipstream. Ooh, wheelie, wheelie. Oh, little bit. Keeping me honest. So this is lap 6 of 14. Still plenty of laps to go in this one. Keeping us on our toes. Maybe I should reduce the laps on these ones to make it a little bit more intense. Starting from the back, you've got to hurry up and get through. That could work. All ideas. I think we'll have to look into the conversation regarding... Oh, I hate that. I always get a track limit there. I didn't for the sprint. That's my first track limit warning here today. It's bound to be second. It's my second now, isn't it? But I think we're going to have to entertain the conversation soon about which team do we choose for both Moto3 and Moto2 and MotoGP for MotoGP 25. It is coming. I'll say what is coming. An overtake into turn 1? Not quite. Not quite on par with Marc Marquez yet. You know, after watching a lot of MotoGP in 2025 this year, I'm actually kind of missing Marc on that Gresini Ducati. I really liked Marc on the blue. That was a great move. That was a lovely move. Another conversation's worked out well. Another opportunity for us to overtake whilst mid-conversation. No, it's worked! Oh, Marc's gone! Marc's binned it. Oh, he was doing so well. Only second to me in the sprint after a dive bomb lunge. And then unfortunately he's crashed into turn 3, the Ramus corner. I was really enjoying that little bit of a battle there. Chin up, Marc. You're absolutely killing it in real life, but virtual form, not so great. And that's another track limit warning for me. I am going to have to be... Ooh. That was a bit scary, a bit sketchy. Whoa, Alicia Sparger out of nowhere. Like an RKO. Has he got something in it that I am not aware of? Oh, he's trying it. Okay. Alright then, Alicia, let's do it. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Oh, that's the blues coming straight on through on the red to take over in the lead here in the Red Bull Ring of Austria. Marvellous. But I tell you what, if they want to fight, if they want to bring it to me, let's do it. I'm no stranger to a good battle. I like keeping the action flowing. That iconic Sergio 23 mod. The Yamaha mod looks absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful helmet design. Everything's just absolutely cushy. Marvellous. So on to the Schloss goal then. 0.3 of a second is Pedro Acosta behind us now, so he's slowly risen to this battle. Of course, it's been a long time since we've seen the Aprilias on top. Just to think, start of the season, Brad Binder was untouchable in Qatar. And after that, nothing. Didn't do anything. Bizarre. Really strange to see that in this game. Usually it's quite consistent. And Alicia Spargo had, what, 4 races in a row? It was just all terrible. Fabio Di Giannantonio's on the factory Ducati has not done anything so far in this one. Done well for a season, but nothing in the race. Didn't see him in the sprint either. Across the line then. This is lap 9. Oh, it's going worse with Digi. He's just got a warning now for causing an incident. Can't seem to get back into the 27s again. There's 3 laps in a row where we've come up short. I wonder, are we going to get away with this scot-free, or are we going to see a bit of a battle developing? Just over 1/10 of a second. Little wheelie there. What can we do? That's Pedro Acosta, number 31. 37 it'll be in MotoGP 25, of course. I do wonder if Miguel Oliveira will be back in MotoGP anytime soon. Of course, injured at the moment. I wonder if we'll have to start looking at having Augusto Fernandez in the game. I think Augusto Fernandez really does deserve to stay in MotoGP, by the way. Bit of a hot topic for you, if you will. I don't think that's a controversial statement either, or a hot take. I think it's a fair take, that. Let me know if you agree. So once the brakes and into the Rindt corner, then we tackle the Red Bull Mobile corner. And we are 0.4 of a second worse off than our best lap earlier, which does mean we'll still sit in the 128, but it's a strong, consistent pace. For the last 5 laps, we will need to be somewhere around about there to make sure we win this one. Very wide there going into to turn 1 for lap 10. We haven't dropped petrol yet. We have not dropped a Costa. Every time we go into turn 1, 2A, 2B, turn 3, we develop a big lead. But for the rest of the lap, Pedro keeps on coming back. Boomerang Acosta. Can we keep him at bay? Miguel Oliveira's having a terrific race. He's got in 6th. Flying the flag for the Trackhouse Aprilia team. Gap is still 6 tenths. 7 tenths now, as a matter of fact. If we get that to 1 second, we will break the resolve of our virtual riders behind us, and we will secure the victory. Nice line there. That's the Rorsch corner. Hit the curve here. Turn into the left. A little bit in the middle. Try and avoid the wheelie this time. Well, that's a small wheelie. It's nothing to really scare the Yamaha. But this lap is going to be another very similar one. The tyres are beginning to deteriorate. Is that going to really play up towards the end of the race? Oh, this should be a 27. Across the line. Yeah, I'm back in the 127s. Crucial lap. Lap 10. The perfect 10. Marquez has been given another warning now, and that's probably his 2nd or 3rd. So it's rather normal for the Red Bull Ring. Especially when you've got corners like these that are just begging to be cut. Did I cut that one? No, I didn't, thank goodness. Hard brakes before the Clinica Mobile team on the left. Can we now keep this lead going? I think we can. Well, if this is going to be my last MotoGP 24 career mode video, I hope it's been a good one for you guys. We are, what, 10 days away from MotoGP 25. Will we get another race in? Well, we have to focus now on the future. Really looking forward to GP 25. Of course, I didn't have the early access preview like a lot of, well, I say a lot, so not many people actually had the privilege to play that, but some content creators did. And from what I'd seen, it looks great, so I really can't wait to get my hands on MotoGP 25. Fingers crossed I get early access before the game comes out, so I can have a review ready for you too. So I do love making the reviews. That's one of my favourite contents to make. Really enjoy that. Marquez had another track limit warning there, and this is another solid lap time across the line, a 27.7. Yet the gap to Acosta's not massive. He's still thereabouts. Wonder if we can really impress and get a new fast lap in the last 4 laps. That'd be impressive stuff. Nice. Nice. Double nice. We found 0.2 of a second. We never stop pushing here on the DrAce channel, always aiming for greatness. Oh, by the way, thanks for everyone's support for helping me reach 19,000 subscribers. Almost there to the 20k. I'd be very, very happy to get 20k soon. Especially somewhere around the MotoGP 25 release date. I'm hoping to encourage more people to come to the Ace Academy. I've got some stuff in the works about making the Ace Academy community even bigger as a whole. So, yeah, just keep an eye on things and we'll see what we can generate. So far, so good. We've now got a second advantage. I like this game a lot. I really love the way the bike feels. It's been a great game, MotoGP 24. It really has. I've really enjoyed my time with it. Marquez has been given another track limit warning from bad to worse to Mark. Long lap penalty. Oh, speaking of, pot calling the kettle black. I think I'm about to have my own long lap penalty, but we do improve our lap time on lap 12. Let's keep it within the lines now then, because there's not a way for me to get through that long lap penalty and still maintain the lead with this gap. You need to be really careful now. Let's not get too sentimental about MotoGP 24 just yet. Let's get this one done and dusted. Job's not finished yet, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. Look at that. Oh no, people might have a go at milestone for MotoGP games, but the little details, they always make me smile. wheeling a little bit and pushing the bike. You can see the handlebars in the position to try and counteract it. It looks really solid. And I really like the way the replays look in this game too. My only one gripe or wish or complaint is that I could play with the OLED ultra-wide's full resolution. I can play it, but you guys don't get to experience that because it's not supported properly. So when I do play, I see so much on the right and left hand side of the screen, but the heads-up display always stays in the middle and it just looks off. So I thought it would be better to leave the videos that way. But I think for MotoGP 25 we will be transitioning to a full 21:9 aspect ratio from the future. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. But across the line then, that was lap 13. We did dip into the 28s again. But with one lap to go. Careful! Oh, please don't run across the curbs now. Careful. If I get through this and we don't exceed track limits, we should be fine. Yes! Lap time's crap though. We're half a second down. Oh, and there's Pecco Bagnaia, number 63 on the Honda. Forgot about him, to be honest. Very forgettable season for the Repsol Honda man. 0.2 of a second is the gap to Pedro Acosta here. This is actually not over. Too much sentimental conversation and not enough focusing on breaking the resolve of Pedro Acosta. What can we do? 0.4 of a second, 0.3 of a second. We have to keep it within the lines here. Oh, I still left it close. Bit of target fixation there, I won't lie. That was all on me. 0.2 of a second. Pedro Acosta's coming. Good, good. Nice and tight again. Complete the double in the Red Bull Ring of Austria. We didn't bother qualifying. We started from last place. We won the sprint. And now we've won the Grand Prix as well. Truly another wonderful performance as Augusto Fernandez in the top 10 with the fastest lap of the race. Did not see that coming. But let's have a look at the championship standings after we've really taken in the final results of the Grand Prix of the Red Bull Ring of Austria. And there is the championship standings. We are now clear by 140 points. We sit clear on a lovely round number of 400 points. Teammates got 54, so that puts us at the top of the pile. 44 clear from Prima Primate Racing. But guys, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. I will see you next time. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.